Are you interested in a home security system that doesn't break the bank, doesn't cost a monthly fee, and doesn't have to be charged? Well, this may be what's right for you, and this is a sponsored video for the Baseus S1 Pro Outdoor Dual Camera 3K 2-Cam Kit. 2-Cam meaning it comes with two in the box, everything you need to get it set up. It's got all the parts, it's got the screws, the nuts, the bolts, all that stuff. And if you're interested in getting one, I've got an affiliate link in the description that you can check that out directly and go from there. So, what is it? What's special about it, and why don't you have to charge it? The S1 Pro security camera has the world's first sun-powered tracking system camera, and it's really cool how it works. So what happens is it has a photosensitive sensor and an electric motor, and is with the built-in sun-powered tracking system is a near infinite supply of solar power because the solar panel and sensor tracks the sun throughout the day, continually feeding it power and recharging the battery and keeping you good to go, which is really cool. There's no external batteries, there's no wires, there's no cables, and that's one of the things that really gets me when it comes to home security cameras, because some of them you have to charge them all the time. The batteries don't last that long. They almost never last as long as they're advertised. And then if you are in a high traffic area where there's a lot of stuff going off all the time, like me, I've got 6 kids, they go in and out all the time, dogs, wife, everything, you know? So having one in the front yard, like I installed mine, it's something where it's very busy, very high traffic area. And well, the batteries just don't last that long. So having this option and not having to mount a solar panel on the wall is fantastic. It's built straight on top of the camera. Like, this is good. And this is actually a really good solution that makes a lot of sense. And it's also got 3K resolution, super clear. It's even got night vision where it uses like black and white, which is really cool too. So if you're worried about low light, of course, low light visibility is not bad, but having that black and white camera capability also really kicks it in. So sun-powered tracking, dual camera design. And it's actually neat because whenever you're looking at it, you can have the option when it's on your app script, when your app looking at the camera, you can have two different camera views with like the closer up view and then the wide view. And that's something that's really neat too. So you can get kind of like an up close and personal, but also the big picture at the same time and change between those. So that's nice. Here's the other thing. It's got 16 gigabytes of internal storage, and you can expand that up to 16 terabytes. So, which is pretty crazy. But with the internal 16 gigabytes that's in there, built-in memory, it'll last for, on average, most people about 3 months before you have to worry about erasing or deleting anything. So that's nice. And then you can put in external, and you don't have to pay any fees for this. So it's like local storage, safe, secure, right on your device. You don't have to worry about it. It's not something where it's like, oh, you got to have somebody monitor it. You got to pay somebody, all that jazz. It's really nice. So like I said, everything comes in the box. You got the 2 cameras, you got the power adapter, you got the base station, you got the LAN cable, you've got the power cable, you've got all the stuff to install it and set it up, even the sheetrock screw things. And it's pretty easy to install. I installed it myself in just a couple of minutes. All you have to do, you've got 2 screws. Now, if you actually use the sheetrock things like you're supposed to, then you have to drill a hole, put that in there, and install it. But I installed it in the 4x4. I wasn't too worried about it, so I just used the 2 screws, installed it in a couple of minutes. Bing, bam, boom, Bob's your uncle. Easy to go. So it's really, really nice, easy to set up. As you can see, it's got a nice pivoting accessory where it mounts onto the wall, and then you can move it around freely, adjust it however you want, put it in the ideal place that you want to do it. And the mount itself is not that big either. So it makes it nice and easy for installation. Very easy to set up. All you have to do is set up the home base station, scan the QR code, you're good to go, plug it into your internet, into your router, and then you can connect to your different cameras. And I did the whole process myself, from setting up the base station to mounting, installing, set up the camera, maybe 20, 25 minutes tops. And then it's good to go. But again, like I said, you need to make sure, go ahead and charge your cameras before you put them on the wall. You want to make sure they're at 100%. When I got mine, took them out of the box, it's like 85%. So it doesn't take too long to go ahead and do that. But go ahead and put it at 100% just for prudence sake, and then go ahead and put it on the wall. Easy peasy. It's something you can be doing while you mount the wall mount and have everything ready so you can go put it out there. Now you can see there's a lot of different options inside here in the settings. You can go into solar panel management. You can do this to where it automatically tracks the sun. You can do it where it sets up manually positions so you can get your best charging. You can do power manager for optimal battery life. You've got power saving enhancement, optimal surveillance, customized recording that you can do for different lengths and periods. And then you've got motion detection, which of course you've got detection sensitivity, change that higher or lower. You've got your activity zones. So you can define your activity zone in here for, let's say, where you want it to actively track and where you don't want it to. Then you've got detection type, so AI for all or for human. I have it for human. There's some stray cats that roam around my neighborhood that would set mine off, so I really don't like going off all the time because of the neighborhood cats. So I have it set on human. But if you want it in a more sensitive area or somewhere you want all tracking, you can of course do that. Video settings, you can do watermark, you can do night vision. So a couple different options there. You get black and white night vision. You've got spotlight night vision. You just turn it off and use the ambient light that's outside. So there's that. And then you've got audio settings. You can control the speaker volume and the alarm volume, and also turn the microphone on and off for the settings. And then you've got notification settings, general settings. There's all sorts of stuff that you can adjust in here to fine-tune the experience for your S1 Pro and set it up how you want, because obviously that's the main goal. Customized, tailored security the way you want it at your house or wherever you want to use it. When it comes to quality and also durability as well, it's IP67, dust and water resistant, good down to 20 degrees Celsius, up to 50 degrees Celsius, and it's designed to withstand tough weather, all season protection. And on top of that, it's great too because you got the dual lens immersive visual experience. You've got 120 degrees FOV, field of view, so you get a nice wide viewing angle. And the telephoto lens is built in, gives you 8 times digital, allows for more details even from 65 feet away, which is nice. So you got the 3K resolution, 8 times zoom, 120 degree FOV, and it's even got a spotlight built into it too, which is nice. So I have it set up where it doesn't kick in with the light, but whenever it senses motion, you can have it where it kicks in with the light, and kind of like old school. That way people know, hey, you just activated a security camera, you're being watched, things like that. And it's very easy to mount and put different places. Like ideally, you want to put it in a high traffic, high security concern area, maybe front of the house, back of the house, like those big number one things. And I put this one directly over my driveway so it can watch my cars and make sure nobody's trying to do any funny business, It's bad enough these days with people stealing catalytic converters. My neighbor got his catalytic converter stolen off of his car next door, like last year. It's a crazy world out there. So having security is a great way to do it. And in addition to working as a security camera, it's got a lot of smart features too, where it helps use intelligent design, also the onboard chip, so that way it can distinguish between whether it's a person, whether it's an animal. You've got 2 different activity zones. You've got 2 unwanted zones you can monitor. It's got smart detection and real-time conversation. You've got the 2-way capability with the microphone and the speaker, so you can communicate with somebody.
Can you hear me? Yeah, just fine. Okay, I can hear you.
And then on top of that, you've got privacy. This is something that's secured, encrypted directly on your device, and it's not something that's going to be sent off somewhere. It's nice and it's private and it works great for you, and you don't have to worry about paying a monthly subscription, which is a big deal. Like these things, of course, yes, whenever it comes to home security, it's not the cheapest thing in the world, but you don't have to pay those extra fees. You don't have to pay monitoring fees. You don't have to pay online storage fees. None of that stuff. You don't have to worry about your data sitting on the internet somewhere where somebody can access it. It's local, it's on device, it's on storage. You can put your own SD card in there if you want, up to 16 terabytes. And it's got some really good features, and it works really well, at least in my opinion. I know this is a sponsored video, but I've been really impressed with it. It's something that's really nice. And then you can even set it up with an alarm up to 100 decibels with the base station. So if you want to have it on where it's in a place where it sets off an alarm, there you go. You can have that too, and it'll certainly let you know something's going on. Last but not least, let's talk about price. So MSRP is $399, but you can get it for $299. The current listed price, $299. I think that is very fair. I think it's competitive, and it just makes this whole setup a great opportunity for you to get for your home, for your office, wherever you want some home security. And I've got a link in the description you can check out and go directly to there if you're interested in having the industry first solar powered tracking home security camera set up with infinite power to make sure that your security needs are met. So that's all I've got. If you have any questions, comments, gripes, concerns, complaints, go to the comment section. I'll do my best to get back with you. If you enjoy the video, please hit the like and the subscribe button and the little notification bell if you want updates when new videos come out. And as always, thanks for being here. I appreciate you watching. I'll see you guys next time.